Game number 1 is here of the finals in the Go4sc2 Cup Premium number 3 of the month August. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map it is as our blue Zerg player from Team Acer. It is none other than Bly. And he is facing off against the teal Zerg player. They have not made it easy for me right now. It is going to be a Revolver playing for, well, Good Game Russia, I guess that the name is. But GGRus.Revolver and Zergling versus Zergling battles with a teal and a blue Zergling. They can get pretty weird. So I'm actually hoping for Roach versus Roach battles, because it's usually a lot easier to see on Roaches than on those very quick Zerglings. But let's see. Of course, players can have difficulties with that too, because I'm not quite sure how the color set will be, if they will just be playing as green and red as their opponent, or if they will actually have the real colors that are present in the setup. But everything is looking standard so far. We're reaching that 15 supply mark where a decision needs to be made to go into a spawning pool or into a hatchery. And Bly will go into the hatchery first. That's something that Revolver has shown to do quite a bit too. So completely mirrored opening. And both players will get it down. We'll follow that up with a spawning pool. Well, let's see if they will follow it up with an extractor before spawning pool. You do see it sometimes, and well, Bly actually will go for it. So we will still get Zergling speed out pretty fast, and he has the opportunity to be aggressive. And he could catch a Revolver off guard, but with the Overlords floating around, that should not really be the case. This opening that Bly did go for is very weak against the 10 pool. The 10 pool opening from your opponent, because your spawning pool is only delayed even more, and you're going to be able to produce a Spine Crawler and Zerglings yourself pretty late. But no gases have been taken by Revolver so far. Don't mind that at all. He might even stay gasless, because with that hatchery first, your creep spread will spread pretty easily, so you can go for a very nice wall off very early on in the game. So there is potential for Bly to get damage done very early on in the game. He's gonna be able to start Zergling speed pretty much the moment that spawning pool finishes up. Question, of course, remains: will he continue mining gas? And I believe the answer is going to be yes. Still 3 drones on gas, so he is looking to be very aggressive in this game. He's not prioritizing those minerals all that much. So he looks to go into the baling nest very fast behind this, or into a very quick lair, but that is not going to be useful for anything, especially if you open up with speedlings. So the baling nest is going to be on the way. Still completely gasless for Revolver. That should make Bly pretty happy, because defending speedlings with banelings with slowlings and only queens, that is a very tough order. That's a very tall order, but at least Revolver is going to spot this the moment that Bly leaves his base. So far, I do believe that he will be pulling all those Zerglings inside his natural or inside his main base, not revealing them just yet. But we do see a lot of Zerglings now on the production tab, and there's not going to be a whole lot here for defense. Revolver even trying to get a kill on the Overlord, but not even managing to get a kill on that. Zergling speed about to be done. More and more Zerglings on the way, and still no gas guys have been taken. There's no wall off for Revolver, and he's going to desperately need that wall off. The first banelings being sent for, first Zerglings that have been sent forward will be turned into banelings. Still drones on the production tab for Revolver. It's like he did not see it just yet, but the banelings will be moving in. The wall off will be created for Revolver, but those buildings are not going to have all that much health on them. This is a lot of Zerglings moving forward, and is he just going to bust through it? Yes, he is. The Zerglings make it to the natural base. The Queens will not have enough DPS, and I do believe that with the current setup, a little bit too greedy for Revolver. Even though he's looking pretty good with the supplies, Queens are going to go down. More and more Zerglings will move forward. The only thing that Revolver has going for him is that he does not have any, that Bly does not have any more banelings at this point, and the drones will be able to help fight quite a bit. Is Revolver really going to hold this off with a Roach Swarm behind this? He might just be able to do that. Not having enough banelings for the rest of the engagement. That makes it a little bit easier for him, but still slow links for Revolver against speed links of Bly. Behind this, he's going up to a lair. For the counterattack, there are 4 banelings being morphed in. You can just position him at the top of the high ground, so the banelings will get a decent detonation. But if Revolver knows what he's doing, he should not send all of the Zerglings up that ramp in one big clump. Oh, he's gonna have a oh, those are beautiful baneling detonations. That is the best that Bly could have hoped for. Revolver not paying attention for a little bit. He went for the third base behind this, but he needed to pay attention to those Zerglings. And once again, Bly will go for the counterattack. Revolver still up 13 workers. He just finished a batch of 13 workers right there. The wall-off is being rebuilt, but it's not going to be here for very long. However, there is still a queen in the wall. There is still energy on those queens, but the third base will get killed off. The Zerglings are trying to bust through that wall, but now Revolver will go into roach production. And behind this, Bly also trying to get his own drone count up a little bit. He knows, well, he probably knows that he did not do devastating damage just yet. With the roach warren still in position, it can get very tricky. But wow, Revolver being very optimistic, starting as +1/+1 from those evolution chambers. Going for the transfuses there, but I think that those Zerglings... Oh, now the queens are out of position. The Zerglings make it into the main base. A little bit of a mistake once again. Nice baneling detonation, killing off a few of those drones very quickly. Hold position, micro from Bly to get more and more worker kills. Now, there is going to be the GG. Bly was able to bust through, take game number 1, and he is going to be at